Good morning, guys. Kanye, are you? You can just you can call me Teacher Melissa, or you can call me Miss. It doesn't matter. Ma'am is also fine. Molihe, your marks was sent to you yesterday, well, last night. So I have marked everything, and you can just then get your marks there. So it has been sent to you. You'll see I sent it from my other email, but yeah, please use the ATG one for future reference. Okay, so guys, welcome to today's class. Let me see who of my children are here. Angelina, Boipelo, Kanye, Minas, Molie. Okay, so where is the rest? Okay, Molie, can you, okay, I'll just check your email again. Just type your email for me quickly so that I can just confirm it and maybe see if maybe something didn't go well there. So you can just pop me your email in the chat box again, because I didn't write your name next to the emails that you sent me the last time. So then I can quickly have a look. All right, so then I'll check for you. Okay, all right, so I'll check that email for you and then just resend it to you. Okay, okay, but I'm going to send it from my other email address. So please, if you see something saying Melissa, then just know that you shouldn't send any emails back to me on that one, because it won't come to me. My email inbox is full in that one. All right, so guys, let us start this lesson. Now, can you guys tell me, can you remember Stompie, when we did Stompie? Can you remember Stompie? Can you remember something about Stompie? Let me hear. I'm not going to ask you to teach me Stompie. I just want to know if you've still got an idea what Stompie is. Guys, wake up, wakey, wakey. Okay, so Molly says, yes, I do know Stompie. The rest of you, can you remember when we did Stompie? Kanye, no, Kanye, not the poem. Stompie, the way in which we do sentences. Angelina can remember. Kanye, is this your first week in my class? Okay. Okay. Well, okay, Kanye, can you quickly take a picture of this? I quickly want to take a picture of this. I'm going to go to a slide now. I want you to take a picture of this slide. That's for you, Kanye. Take a picture of this slide quickly and then tell me when you're done. Kanye, did you take a picture? Okay, Kanye. So that was that what I want to tell you there is, because this is your first week, that's my email. So if you've got questions and you want to about the lesson or so, you email me and I'll answer it. I'm quite good with my emails. And then that's the Drive link. So if you go to that Drive link, Kanye, you'll find all the previous lessons in there. Okay, so then Stompie is also in there that we did. So I don't want you to worry too much about it, because as we start with this lesson now, you've probably encountered Stompie before in your schooling, so don't worry. And if you struggle, then I will definitely help you where I can. Okay, so to the rest of you, you need to have Stompie in the back of your head when we do this lesson. So we're going to do Lydende and bedrywende, which is then called active and passive voice in Afrikaans. In English, sorry. So just our quote for today. Boipelo, yes, I have a baby. It's a boy. And he is very tired, so he's with his daddy now. His daddy is trying to make him to sleep. Okay, so sorry for that background noise there. All right, so the quote for today: if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Now, I believe that you all can do great things, however, but start small, step by step, né? Okay, so here is a very important question to you. Can you remember what is 'n onderwerp, 'n voorwerp en 'n gesegde in 'n sin? Can you remember what is a subject, object, and verb in a sentence? Can you remember that? Let me hear. Come on, guys. You know I like it when you talk to me. Can you remember what that is? Let me see. I've got 9 kids in this class, and I don't have any answers here. Come, 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 come. You're my kids. We talk in this class. We have coffee and we talk a lot. So let me hear. Can you remember what is a subject, an object, and a verb in a sentence? Yes, Molesis. Yes, ma'am. Such good manners. Thank you. All right, good, 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 good. Thank you, guys. So this is a good thing, né? If you know that, then we're already a step closer to understanding this. So now, die onderwerp is die persoon of ding in die sin. So the subject is the person or thing in the sentence. In other words, the person or thing that does the verb. Okay? Then the voorwerp is the person or thing aan wie die werkwoord gedoen word. And listen to this. The voorwerp, the object in the sentence, is the person or thing to which the verb is done. Okay? And then the gesegde is, of course, the verb in the sentence. You can quickly take a picture of this. I'm going to count till 5. I don't see Gomapele here today. Do you think she's okay? I hope so, because she said she was sick yesterday. All right, I'm going on. Now, guys, Lydende, passieve vorm. So we're first going to start with the Lydende or passive voice. All right? Now, this is the following. Die onderwerp en die voorwerp ruil om in die sin. So I'm going to give you a sentence, for instance, and then the subject and the object in the sentence will switch places. This is also usually what we call an onpersoonlike vorm. So it's not, it's referred to, so I think it's referred to something that is not very personal. So you, for instance, they use it a lot in newspaper articles, koerantberichte. For example, almal in die ontploffing is beseer. Everyone is the type of word that you'll encounter a lot in the passive voice, because it will actually, it's not referring to somebody, it's a very impersonal way of referring to something. Then usually we use the leidende or the passive voice to beklemtoon die voorwerp, to emphasize the object in the sentence. That's also why we use the leiden. And then, if we do not know, I'm going to read this to you. As jy nie weet wie die handeling of action in die sin doen nie, if you don't know who is actually doing the verb in the sentence, dan gebruik ons gewoonlik die leidende of passieve vorm. If you don't know who actually does the verb in the sentence, then we usually use the passive voice. And then I've given you an example here. This sentence, and on top, bedrywend actief, is written in the bedrywende vorm. Jou ma soek jou. When I change that sentence into the leidende, the passive voice, it's going to become, remember the jou is the subject. Subject and verb is switching, not subject and verb, subject and object switching places. So jy word deur jou ma gesoek. Jy is coming to the front, referring to you. Then we always use the word word, deur jou ma gesoek. You see there, the subject is going to the back of the sentence. We usually use the words word and deur with the leidende form. Please go to these 2 websites. These are amazing videos again that I've that helped me while I was doing the lesson, just to get an indication of how to do this. Again, this is aimed at a person whose first language is not Afrikaans. So they actually speak English here and there. So it's a really good video for you to go and watch. All right, take a picture. Then we can go on. All right, so I'm sure that you've done taking your picture now. Now, this is an important thing, and I've even put an emoji there in for you. Don't forget. When we write a sentence from the active to the passive voice, guys, please remember that the voornaamwoorde, the pronouns might change. Ek word my, jy word jou, hy word hom, sy word haar. Ons bly ons, hulle word bly steeds hulle, en julle en julle. So number 5, 6 and 7 stays the same, but the rest of them changes. And then I've given you an example. In the bedrywende vorm, the active, ek lees die koerant. Then in the lydende vorm, die koerant word deur my gelees. You see, ek changed to my. Then julle eet die lekkers word deur julle geëet. Please note that you use the words word deur. Okay, for all of you, okay, I see here Mina said she wasn't in math either, so I think she's still sick. Yeah. Okay, I hope she's okay. Then to the rest of you, all look at, listen to my voice now. Do you understand so far? Do you understand so far? All right, I just quickly want to do something and go back. You know, mos me. I type a lot of stuff. Sometimes I remember stuff and then I want to share it with you. So what I'm going to do is quickly want to put in the words word deur. So then remember, please take a picture of this slide again. When you write in the Lydende vorm, you're going to encounter that words a lot. So take a picture again. I'm sorry for this. I just thought of it now. And then we'll go on. Okay, if we're done, indicate, and then we can go on. Okay, all right, then we go on. So now, I've told you about the voornaamwoorde that verander, and now I'm going to explain to you how it works. So now, remember, we can get sentences in the teenwoordige tyd, which is, of course, the present tense, verlede tyd, the past tense, and toekomende tyd, the future tense. Now, listen here. When we did stompie, can you remember? We identified what is the voorwerp, the subject, the object, the verb. That is when we actually we took the sentence apart into what it should be. So look here. If a sentence is written in the teenwoordige tyd, in the lydende vorm, so it's something that's happening now, and we're going to write it in the lydende vorm, then the voorwerp will be in the front. The object will be in the front. Die kos, that's the object. Word, elke dag, which is the time. Wyse, fluks, plek in die kombuis, deur, then the onderwerp, die ma, and then the sentence is going to say vir aan of met. With who is this happening? Vir die kinders gekook. Remember, this is the teenwoordige tyd, but they are writing the verb into the past tense. Okay, then if a sentence is written in the verlede tyd, then the lydende vorm is going to look like this. For example, die brief, the voorwerp, then the verb is, that's verb 1. Time, verlede week. Wyse, how it's done, netjies. Plek, where it's done, op die strand. Deur, onderwerp, the subject, the meisie. And then to who, aan haar ma of aan haar geliefde, geskryf, the verb. Okay, guys, are you with me with this? Kanye, done for the kids. Kanye, I don't quite understand what you're asking there. Okay. Okay, do you all understand so far? I know this is a lot to take in, but luckily for us, when we do the exercise, we're going to see, we're going to practice it. I believe in practice. Then the toekomende tyd is the future tense. Nee? So if I've got a sentence in the lydende vorm written in toekomend, the voorwerp, die boeke, then we use sal. Remember toekomend, associated with sal. Tyd volgende jaar. How is she doing it? Gretig. Where is she doing it? In the bibliotheek. Deur. Hoe die meisie gelees word. Okay, now this is important. Hulpwerkwoord alle tye. Hulpwerkwoorde. Gebruik dieselfde struktuur as die toekomende tyd, maar vervang die hulpwerkwoord sal deur die hulpwerkwoord byvoorbeeld kan, kon, mag, moet, moes of sou gaan. So when we have a verb, when we have a hulpwerkwoord in all of these times, then we're going to vervang the werkwoord sal with one of these. So the werkwoord sal in the toekomende tyd will change to one of these here. Take a picture. This is important. And I got this from an Explore study guide. Yes, it's a grade 10 study guide. Don't worry. This is applicable to all the kids. So it will help you. Okay. Can I go on? Okay. Okay. All right. So then we're going on. All right, guys. This is where I want to get at. Now, again, I got this amazing PowerPoint from Mrs. Here van Sale somewhere on the internet. This lady has really made such a good reeks of PowerPoints on Lydende and bedrywende and so on. So I think she's definitely a high school teacher. So this is for high school kids, but don't worry about this because it's not going to change. So if you learn this in grade 7, it's going to be the same in grade 12. So don't worry. So she's actually made it very user friendly. So if you've got a sentence in the Lydende form, and the time is the present tense. Look here, she's even written it for first additional students, teenwoordige tyd, present tense. This is how it's going to be according to Stompie. The object is then in blue, then the first verb in white, then the time in yellow, dear S, you see that's the words that you, dear the subject she means. So this is then going to be in red. Then the manner, how's they doing it in blue, place in die klas, then the second verb, and then the infinitive. Remember when I taught you the word om and te, that's usually an indication of the infinitive. Okay, so if I've got a sentence in the teenwoordige or present time, and I'm going to write it in the leidende vorm, in the passive voice, this is how it's going to look. First, there will be my object, my werk. Word, vandag, the time, deur my, deur die subject, through the subject. Vinnig, how's it done? Vinnig, in die klas, which is the place, second verb gedoen, om klaar te kry, the infinitive. So remember Stompie here. Guys, you can break up the sentence into parts of Stompie. And you can actually, if you remember that the object should be in front with the leidende vorm, then you'll actually understand this better. I've got a sentence here written in the past tense. Now, it's going to, we're writing it in the leidende vorm according to Stompie. My werk is vandag deur my vinnig in die klas gedoen om klaar te kry. Still, the object is my verb. Is the first verb. Vandag is the time in which it's taking place. Then, deur my is of course deur the subject. Then, vinnig, the manner. In die klas, the place in which, where it is done. Gedoen, the verb. And then the infinitive om klaar te kry. So guys, remember if you see the word om, then it's going to indicate to us the infinitive. All right. Then the last one, a sentence in the future tense. And it's written in the leidende vorm. Then my werk will be the object. Sal, the verb. Remember the word sal is an indication, guys, of the future tense. Vandag, the time. Deur my, deur die subject, through the subject. Vinnig, the manner in which it is done. In die klas, place, gedoen word, my verbs, en infinitive om klaar te kry. So these are the three ways in which a leidende vorm is written, a sentence in the leidende vorm is written, according to Stompie, in the different tenses that we get. Is this something that you understand, guys? Please tell me. Don't worry, we're going to exercise it now. Well, do some exercises. Practice it now. That's what I mean to say. Okay, all right. Okay, if you're taking a picture, then I'm going on. So now we're going to practice. The first one I'm going to do with you. Remember the words voortduur, né? James eet graag broccoli. Now remember, James is the subject. Broccoli is the object. Remember in the Lydende form, those two are going to swap places. Broccoli will be in front, which is then of course the object, and James is the subject. He will go at the back of the sentence. So they swap places. So then the sentence would be, broccoli, you see there, word graag deur James geëet. Do you see the words word and deur there? Okay, so now the second one. James and Jimmy speel graag in die parkie. First of all, you identify the subject. Subject is James and Jimmy. The object is the second thing you identify, and that is in die parkie. Now, guys, change this sentence so that the parkies, the subject and the object swap places. Try, just try. I ask you very nicely to try. Use that sentence and rewrite it so that the subject and the object change places. That will be the Lydende vorm. Try. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. Oh, 2 minutes is too long. I'm going to give you a minute. Think how you can do this. Don't hesitate to answer. That's how we learn. Anyone? Change that sentence, rewrite it to the Lydende vorm. Okay, so I see Mole's he's got an idea. So word, yes, you are going to use the word word, but remember what teacher said now. James and Jimmy, which is the subject, must go to the back of the sentence, and parkie must go to the beginning of the sentence. So you must literally change the positions of the subject and object. Mina sê die parkie word deur James en Jimmy graag gespeel. Almost there, the answer is going to be daar word graag deur James en Jimmy in die parkie gespeel. You see daar word graag deur James en Jimmy in die parkie gespeel. Okay, next one. Die dokter opereer die siek pasiënt. Die dokter, which is then of course the subject, die siek pasiënt, of course the object. Try to do this. Thank you for you guys that's participating. As I say, when we make a mistake, we learn from it. When we do it right, we celebrate it. Okay. Die dokter opereer die siek pasiënt. Yes, okay, so just to refer back to that question there. It didn't go in front of it, but the sentence order changed. So daar word graag deur James and Jimmy in die parkie gespeel. So it's just a sentence order that changed. So this is where I say we must look at Stompie again. I can't pronounce. I think this is most iPhone, nee. So that is so the subject and object still it's in the same places. That can also happen, but we look at Stompie here. Die dokter opereer die siek pasiënt. Listen to this. Die siek pasiënt. So the object came to the front. Word deur. Those are the words that you should associate lydend with. Deur die dokter geopereer. That is good. Good boy, Pelu. Mina's almost there. Well done. Well done. Excuse. The next one. Die Sweedse koning het die kleuters bekoor. The Swedish queen made the kleuters, which is little children, happy. Okay, so change that. So the Sweedse koningin is going to the back of the sentence. Die kleuters is going to the front of the sentence. And remember the words word and deur. Guys, I'm so impressed with you guys. Really, really, really. So nice to have a class and the kids actually participate. And you try, and you're not shy of making a mistake. That's exactly how it should be. Right, die Sweedse koning het die kleuters bekoor. So remember the subject and object will, in this sentence, it will change positions. So iPhone, please note that this it will change in this sentence. Okay. So Boipelo says hier die kleuters bekoor word koning hing deur die Sweedse. Okay, almost there. Die kleuters is deur die Sweedse koningin bekoor. Remember guys, you'll see the verb is here because just go back to this. Look here, because that sentence is written in the past tense. That is why I changed that way. We use the word is there. Okay. So the next one. Sue het 'n brief geskryf and then it will become a brief is deur Sue geskryf. Okay, het, remember het is then of course indication of the fact that it's a past tense, then we will use the verb is. Okay. Then try this one guys. In die ou dae het mense briewe geskryf. Remember, written in the past tense, so we're probably going to use is. Nee, or was. Try and change that for me. Subject and object will change. Okay. Okay, so Boipelo tried here. Die briewe was geskryf in die ou dae by mense. Almost there. Briewe is in die ou dae geskryf. Now listen what I got this from the website Beter Afrikaans. So this person said, leave die mense out. It refers to people in general. Okay, so we don't write die mense in this regard. So whenever we have a sentence where there is something is referred to in general with people or animals, then of course we're not going to use that in a sentence. Briewe is in die ou dae geskryf. We do not have to put die mense in because it's referred to them in general. So Boipelo, you were always there. Thank you. Then Susie sal later die e-pos stuur. Susie sal later die e-pos stuur. Look at this example quickly, guys. That's a sentence that's written in the toekomende tyd. Look there. We use the word sal here, and then of course deur word is the words that's going to be associated with that. So Susie sal later die e-pos stuur. Die e-pos, and then we go on with the rest of the sentence. Okay. Guys, it's not just me, Minaz and Boipelo in the class. Come on, you must all try. It doesn't matter if we're wrong. It is fine. We learn. Look at Boipelo. He's trying a lot, and that is what counts. Come. This is a long activity, I know, but okay, so Boipelo says die e-pos sal later gestuur word by Susie. Then okay, then iPhone started typing there. Die e-pos stuur later sal Susie. Angelina, you guys are almost there. Die e-pos sal later deur Susie gestuur word. Please remember the words deur and word, especially when we've got a toekomende sentence. Then, baie mooi, Susie sal later aan almal 'n e-pos stuur. Also written in the future tense. Almost the same sentence, but she's saying here to everyone on almal. Susie sal later. So use the same structure as that one. Look at that sentence here. Whoops, look at that sentence. See how you can change it. Guys, remember the words word en deur. It's going to change a little bit actually, if I think of it now. Okay, the answer there, 'n e-pos sal later deur Susie aan almal gestuur word. 'n e-pos. See, the object is coming to the front, sal because it's future, later deur Susie, by Susie, aan almal gestuur word. to everyone. Okay, guys, you know what I'm thinking now. Perhaps say the sentence to yourself in English first before you write it in Afrikaans. Okay, maybe just get an idea of what the sentence is saying in the passive voice or in the active voice before changing it to the passive voice. Okay, thank you guys. Now number 9. My seun sal vir altyd hiervoor betaal. My seun sal vir altyd hiervoor betaal. Future tense. iPhone, look at this sentence. Look at this sentence. It's almost going to be the same as number 2. There's not really an object as such. Well, in number 2 there was an object, but look at the sentence. See how you can change it so that it is so that the subject might go to the last part of the sentence, or it must stay there. I don't know. You guys must think you are the clever champs. Okay. All right, Boipelo tried there. Hiervoor sal my seun altyd betaal. Hiervoor is then referring to the object, né? So we can't see the object, or we can't think of it as an object, but we know that that's the object. Seun, subject, hiervoor would be the object. Okay, for this, in other words, hiervoor sal my seun vir altyd betaal. So Boipelo, you were almost there. Oh, sorry, I'm a she-man. Guys, sorry. You know what? It would actually be so nice if I can see photos of you guys. Then it's not, then I don't have to, actually, then sometimes I feel so bad if I call you a boy and you're actually a girl, or the other way around. Please forgive me for that. I think it's because I really can't see you. Okay, number 10. Zim polisie rand mense tuis aan. Now, mense will be in the front of the sentence. Mense, and then the rest of the sentence. Switch the subject and object in this sentence. Come on, you can do this. I know you can. Even if you don't have the entire sentence correct, don't worry. It's the idea. Mense word geraand by die Zim polisie. Okay, I see the word word, and that is good. Mense word deur. Remember deur, né? If you use word, and then somewhere in that sentence is probably going to be a deur. Mense word deur Zim polisie tuis aangerand. Please note that Zim polisie rand mense tuis aan. Remember with that one rule that I said that sometimes the tense or the tense of the sentence may change. Okay. Because if they are running people on now in the future tense, in a few minutes it's going to be the past tense. Okay, that's just the way I'm trying to explain it to you now. Okay, take a picture, and don't worry if you couldn't do this perfectly. This is why you're gonna have to go and study this. Okay, take a picture. Okay, guys, then we're going to the next part, which is the bedrywende vorm. Now, this is the active form. Now, in Afrikaans, we use it, the most of the time we use the bedrywende or active form. And this is an example. I've got a sentence here, bedrywend, which is actief. Jou ma soek jou. The subject will be in the front, the object will be at the back. So it stays the same. It doesn't change like in the lydende vorm. Die werkwoord is altyd in die tweede plek. Listen to this. Just after the subject, which is jou ma, then the verb will come. So the verb is always in the second place. That's why the stompie rule applies here. behalwe as dit in 'n vraagsin of bevelsin is. The only time that this doesn't apply is when we have a question a question sentence or a command sentence. Then the verb's not going to be in the first place. Look here. Then it's going to go to the first place. Het jy. Okay, so usually in the bedrywende vorm, the werkwoord, the verb is in the second place in the sentence. However, if that sentence is a vraagsin, a question sentence or a command sentence, then the verb will be first in the sentence. Het jy. This is an important rule. In die verlede tyd is daar 'n reël. In the past tense there is a rule. Alle werkwoorde wat begin met 'n be, 'n ge, 'n her, 'n er, 'n ont en vir. Nee, if we ever have a verb that starts with one of those sounds there, then it will get no ge in the verlede tyd. So, if a word, and I actually taught this to you guys in Stompie as well, when you have a verb and it's got one of those sounds in front of the word, and a word starts with that, then it won't get in the verlede tyd, in the past tense, GE sound in front of the verb. Look at this, begin. Ons gaan nie sê gebegin nie. Gesels, it starts with a GE, then we know it's not going to have a GE in the past tense. Herken is to acknowledge somebody, or to remember somebody, sorry. It's not going to be a geherken in the front. But voorbeelde, okay, verlaat onskeibare werkwoorde kry gewoonlik ook nie die ge in die verlede tyd nie. So when we've got onskeibare werkwoorde, which we will get to later this year, it will not get a GE as well. Ons gaan nie sê gevoltooi of geomhels of geagtervolg nie. That's ekskuus, daar is uitsonderings dat ja, and then weerlig. Ons sê nie geweerlig of gewaarborg nie. This is also from Mrs. J van Sail. And then guys, very important here. Kanye says we're changing the subject and the object, switching them. Yeah, that is in the Lydende form, in the passive voice. In this one, it's not going to change. Again, guys, 2 videos that I want you to go and check out when you do activities for this, especially in your next assessment, which will be probably next term. Please take a picture, go and look at those videos, guys. While you're doing the assessment, it's also a good idea. Okay. All right, guys. I'm quickly going to explain this to you guys again. Right, in the bedrywende vorm, thanks to Mrs. J van Sail for this shared PowerPoint, bedrywende vorm according to Stompie. Now, guys, this is how we do the bedrywende, the active form according to Stompie. In the teenwoordige tyd, the present tense, it will be die seun speel met die bal. Okay, just a normal sentence. The seun speel met die bal. The subject is in front. That's the bedrywende vorm. Stompie, S in front. Verlede tyd, die seun het met die bal gespeel. Die seun subject verb one there, né? Then toekomende tyd, die seun sal met die bal speel. Sal, then referring to the toekomende tyd. This is literally just a normal sentence. Okay. In die teenwoordige tyd, die seun is die onderwerp. In die verlede tyd, speel, het gespeel, sal speel, werkwoorde, dit wil sê gesegde. So speel, het gespeel of sal speel. Those are the verbs and in other words the gesegde. En dan in die komende tyd, the future tense, die bal is die voorwerp. Okay, so look at this example. Ma'am, is this online school just for COVID or is it always here? Mule, as far as I know, it's and hopefully, I think it's going to be here for quite some time. Why are you asking? I think it's going to be here for quite some time. I'm not sure. I can't speak for the institution, but hopefully it will be there for the foreseeable future. All right. Okay, take a picture. This is for you. Remember Stompie when we do Lydende and bedrywende, guys. Really, I actually want to ask you before tomorrow's class, maybe I should give you homework this one time. Go through the Stompie PowerPoint that we did. It's in the drive. Go through that Stompie PowerPoint before tomorrow's class because we're not going to get done today. Okay. Kanya, you're doing homeschooling. Oh, well, then you're welcome to join the classes every day. Okay, guys, so now correcte woordorde in die bedrywende vorm van stompie. So this is explaining stompie in the bedrywende vorm even further, more intense. Thank you to that beautiful PowerPoint. S, referring to the subject. So this is how the bedrywende vorm is going to look according to stompie. Then the verb, tyd, object, manier is the manner in which it's done. P for place, then the rest of the verb, then the infinitive. Remember what teacher told you about te, of te, plus the werkwoord. That's usually the infinitive. Then I'm just giving you an example here again. That's why I've put in this slide of her as well. Die jong seun, which is the subject, first step of bedrywend. Het, first verb of the bedrywende vorm. Nie lank gelede nie, tyd, die bal, which is the object, hoog, the way in which they kick the ball, in die klas, the place, geskop, the second verb, om die onderwyser kwaad te maak, that's the rest of the sentence. This is how a sentence will look in the bedrywende vorm. First, the subject. So it's a normal, actually, in my opinion, a normal sentence. Take a picture. Okay, guys, take a picture, and then I quickly want to talk to you guys. Okay, so guys, I am a bit worried about the exercise we did earlier, in the sense that I think maybe that was a bit too difficult. I'm not sure. So how would you guys feel if I repeat that part of the lesson tomorrow? I think it would be good for us to revise this lesson tomorrow before I go on. I want to make sure that you guys understand this work properly, because this is one of those things that really, if you get it once, it will really help. So okay, so I'm going to repeat this lesson again tomorrow just as a revision, and then we can finish the lesson. So I'm going to start the lesson tomorrow again from the front. We'll do another activity just to help you guys, and then we'll finish the rest of the lesson. Even if I take 2 days or 3 days with this lesson, it's not to say that we have to rush a lesson. In my opinion, you must understand it rather than rushing through everything. Okay, so if you guys are okay with it, I see that most of you are saying yes. Then let's do this lesson from the beginning tomorrow again. That's what I think I'm going to do, because my job is to make you guys understand this, and I'm going to follow my job and my gut saying, no, teacher, let's do this lesson again tomorrow. Okay, so guys, what do I always say? Masks on, sanitize your hands, take care. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.